Hey you, yeah, you right there. Guess who I am? I'm Jim Bob's avatar. Can I grab everyone's attention for just a second? Thank you so much to my personal close friend Alison for making this avatar for me. It looks absolutely great. Everyone, I've linked my friend's art account down below in the description. It's an Instagram account and her talent is underrated and underappreciated. So Alison, as a reward, me and you are going to get wasted on some serious mushrooms tonight. Yeah, no, it's a party! Okay, I'm kidding, I'm not on mushrooms, Jesus Christ. Hello, and welcome to The Right Opinion. Welcome back to the channel. If you like what I do here, consider clicking that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Yeah, okay, so I was told the other day that my accent's a bit too fast and a bit too common. Well, I'm from the West Midlands, love, so deal with it. 1917 was directed by Sam Mendes and is about two British soldiers in the midst of World War I, as they're given an almost impossible task of delivering a message behind enemy lines and they only have a certain amount of time to do it in. Going into this movie, I knew I was in for some kind of experience after hearing about how good it was from reviews and other things. And I'm almost gutted that this movie didn't have a release date in 2019 in my country, because it immediately would have been my favourite movie of the year. But better late than never, 1917 is out in the UK and everywhere else now. I sat down and watched this and not a single person in the entire cinema screen said a word. Not a peep. And I loved every single thing about this movie. 1917 is great. And probably my favourite war film to date. I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, so please no comparisons. I heard a lot of things speculate about this whole film being done in one shot, and while the movie certainly makes it look like it was, which is really impressive, but I highly doubt it was. There must be some disguised cuts somewhere, but the movie does an excellent job in making none of them obvious in the slightest. Well, apart from one, but no spoilers in this review. This movie also does an excellent job of giving you great characters that don't really have a lot of development to them, but still able to make you care. It's also not a dialogue-heavy film either. This is simply a journey where our characters don't have time to stop. They barely have time for long conversations because there is constant danger surrounding them and they need to push forward. George McKay in particular, I thought, absolutely knocks it out the park with an excellent performance. He's such a strong character in terms of will and won't stop at anything until he delivers this really important message. The film also gives you that sense of realism when it comes to war. These two guys, as they're crossing the border of no man's land, you can see them sliding through mud, having to rely on what little supplies they have, seeing dead bodies surrounding them, and generally just having each other's back. Lance Corporal Schofield even cuts his hand on a metal fence, and in that particular scene I had to squint at the screen because it was a little unpleasant to watch. Then again, I've never been in a war, so I don't know how close to an actual war this is. The movie also does an excellent job of gripping you so close to the heart with its extremely suspenseful tone. The feeling that these soldiers are constantly on edge, you feel that you're in the situation with these characters fighting to survive, the feeling of never being safe, and like you don't have time to even breathe. It's an experience that I haven't felt for a while. As for flaws, it's really difficult to think of any because this movie is almost perfect. But if I had to dive into a couple without spoiling, it's going to be very, very difficult. But the best way I can explain it would be, there's one scene in particular, which by all means is a sweet scene in terms of what Lance Corporal Schofield does for a Pacific side character. But it's like at this point the movie goes on a complete halt for just a few minutes. At the same time, it's still a fantastic scene and it's just a tiny little nitpick. It's honestly not a bad scene at all. But I can easily overlook this particular thing with how good the rest of the movie is. Overall, I think 1917 is an absolutely spectacular piece of cinema. Not once did I feel bored, not once did I ever lose concentration. I was just zoned into this film, watching these brave soldiers get from point A to point B, and I loved every single minute of it. So I'm going to give 1917 an S. Yep, just a quick review today, people. So tell me, what did you think of 1917 down below in the comments? As always, if you like what I do here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content just like this. Remember, you are awesome. Take care.